All right, the ready ups are out. Not going to have that death charge potential here to start us off. Just going to have the 2-2 Hunter Jockey. They do climb around. Hunter trying to climb up. Jockey hops around on the back lines. Eventually going to get cleared. Finally, a nice 3.5% before the Hunt Spit is able to get in. Spit just going to go on the van, not going to find anything. But that Jockey carrying for that first hit.
Yeah, it looks like it was really the only thing able to mount up to any damage whatsoever. The other three infected weren't able to capitalize on anything, as it looked like Yaft and Nora are going to be the only two dipping into red ping while we have the first tank of the semifinals RBT match. Tank in the hands of our drug dealer himself for being late. It is Celeste. And they're going to go in for an attack. Charger lands. Smoker tries to get the car alarm off here and all, but I don't think it's going to work out.
They are just going to clear all that up. Nice little cars to start us off.
It's actually in a good spot, that car now, I would think. It's a really good spot. It's out in the open there. You probably could pop it up on the roof with relative ease.
Right.
But looks like Uwin's going to play a little aggressive and try to push. The Boomer not able to get anything. And we're probably just going to see a wait for full spawns. I think they just might send it in now. No hesitation.
They send in the charge Hunt, actually. Charge gets cleared. Hunt does as well. They send out a rock. That's not going to land either. And the hide being called by Uwin. But VDK still going aggressive here.
Yeah, VDK giving the LOS to the tank. He's still first pass. 5% goes down to second pass now. They're going to have a Boomer now. I don't think they have time to sack. And he might have to commit with a 2-cap and a boom.
Yeah, definitely an interesting decision to send that in. Celeste still weighing second pass 40%, and he sends it in.
All right, looks like he's gonna punch the car. He's got the car alarm active. It's not in a bad spot. Oh, the cars are making an ice cream sandwich. Let's see what happens when he punches them. They separate. Boomer goes in, does get one, so it's a successful boom.
Ooh.
He gets the car up. He has to abandon it. And now he's being ran around in a circle. He can't get the punch. The tank is kind of alone here now. And it's not looking good for Hokori's tank.
It's really not. At 1,500 health left, Celeste trying to disengage, goes back in, 500 left, goes for a rock. That will connect, actually. But that's going to be just about the only thing that was able to connect. 90.4% bonus still in the hands of Uwin as they press through. Oh, my lord.
Oh my goodness, what a turn of events for Uwin. A great tank. Unfortunately, the late player, no warm-up, and his tank is thrown into him right away. He gets one hit, 90% bonus and all. That is huge.
Through that playground.
They're going to continue pressing through. Of course, we got a couple more choke points up ahead, this being a major one. It is going to be Charger, Hunter, Spitter, Boom, 2-2 as they approach. Obviously can go from a couple different angles, but typically just opting for the rooftop drop down. We've got two above, Hunter, Charger on opposite ends down below. Hunter spawns in, Charge does as well. But Uwin sniffs it out. They're trying to get some chip onto the Charger. He is brought down to 517 HP. Nothing too major. 503. The chip continues to come out, dropping him below 475.
Reload.
And it looks like Uwin has got them right where they want them, but unfortunately, this is often where things go awry for the survivors. They lock in the Hunt Spit. Charge is going to land as well. Not quite able to get a smackdown, but still connects with the wall, brings them down another 5%, and they will be pressing forward.
Yes, they will be. No, that was a good take by the survivors, losing just 5%. Right now, I think Uwin is showing some pretty good takes as far as that first tank fight. It was very good. Only one hit was taken from the survivor team by the tank. The rest was just SI, and they just got 5% more, like you said, Null, and they're running out of chances for damage. This might be the second last hit.
This is a very fast chapter. They are just going to send in another with the tri-cap potential. Smoke Jockey on the same target. Going to try to drag him into the Spit. Spit's not going to find anything. A nice team ski on the Hunter as well. They clear it up. And we were talking about how there's not a ton of point potential. Some low distant points. And of course in tow going to be low bonus as well. And they're already at the safe room locking it up. Still got long spawn timers on those SIs. And there goes Uwin, locking in over 1,000, 1140, I do believe.
Yeah, that is a humongous score. They're just going to have to do it the other side with the Hokori. They're going to have to match it, or else they're going to be in danger of going quite a bit. And we were talking about this at the beginning, now. As far as hard rain's value of distance points, we got 400, 500, 600, 400, 400. That's what we're looking at points per chapter.
Wow.
That is not a whole lot. So you don't want to be caught with your pants down, especially not to get wiped with a differential like this, because it's almost impossible to mount a comeback or even break into a point delta more than 200 a chapter.
Right.
All right, opening hit 2-2. No, why don't you take this one away for Uwin with their infected?
Okay, dealing with that hunter immediately. Hokori saying we are not to be reckoned with, doing Uwin one better on that very first hit. 100% bonus still on the board for Hokori.
All we heard was the art.
Yeah.
Putting the hunter down. Tank is up, and Hokori showing a good dominance of the first hit and all. No damage comes out, and Noro will have the first tank of the game for Uwin. Let's see what he can do with it, and all his support is Charger Hunter Smoker coming up soon.
I will say, MK, we saw Celeste starting to cook up a little something. The hit comes in. Charger finds a spawn. Gonna be bringing Yaf all the way down. 1. Not quite 2. The smoke still pulling in the meantime. And they bring him down to 93.8% before the tank engages. Nice recovery out of Uwin.
Yeah, definitely it was. That puts them already at half of the points to match what Uwin walked in the safe room with. They walked in with 80-some%. They're already at 93. They still have a lot, but it's hard to believe that that's a big difference right now, considering what they walked in the safe room with now.
Yeah, and like I was saying, Celeste was able to get that car up and over on top of the burger tank, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. There's high potential here for Hokori to get, for Uwin to find some semblance of damage. Jockey on the head was cleared up pretty quickly. Cars are volleyed in. 200 health taken away from Noro. Some more chip comes in. He's second past 80%. Hunter is still alive. We're going to see what's going to be joining him, MK.
We'll have to see. Right now he has the hunter. He has the smoker. It looks like he's going to start breaking his way in. He has the car in play. I took the first tank away, and all this one is all yours. Take it away.
All right. Whoa. Hits one car. It will. Oh, my God. Yeah. Somehow avoiding all of that. Smoker on the side. Eventually going to get cleared up. Tank trying to play with these cars, ignoring Rochelle entirely. The hunt into the 1-2 punch with the rock smack. And he will be getting Zyko down. He goes for the car of all things. He just okay. What?
He gave him the jukes. He jumped up onto the car. Oh, it was insane, dog. What the heck? I mean,
I have no idea.
It was rocking, and he was able to walk on it too, which worked out for him. The bonus at 73.6%. I would say if Hokori can hold on to this, they'll only be down a couple hundred, maybe only less than 200. No, it's still tight.
Absolutely, and they approach another 2-2 situation, but it's going to be even worse for Uwin. They've got the Poo 2 here with the Smoker Jockey joined by the Boom Spit. That being said, Hokori has not been able to bait out any spawns yet. Server, we're ready to go.
All right, that's what we like to see. He has returned. He's probably going to have to pop pills now, and he does, so they'll lose 20 points for that. They're still protected the DB fully, so they might focus Zyko as far as the infected, and that would be the smart play in my opinion.
We'll see if that's what they go for, MK. Hokori still very cautiously approaching. Walking in, walking out.
Poo 2, no.
It is. It is the Poo 2. I knew I smelled something. And we'll have to see what Uwin can do. Maybe they can turn trash into treasure. They send it into the other side room. Oh my God, Jockey is able to connect though. He's swimming in the spit as well. Finally gets cleared as they run all the way through that spit. Smoker connecting as well. They decimate that bonus of Hokori. Brings them down to 516.
Wow, what a good attack coming out there by Uwin. I think Hokori juked it wisely, but they just kind of separated inside. And they took advantage of it. So I would have to say great job by Uwin. Took advantage of the opportunity that was given to them. They go for a quick pounce. Charger misses. Hunter gets shut down. Charger will miss too. Spit and Boomer die off at the end, and they're going to sack for a quad. And I think they have enough time with the Spit block now. They're going to get it.
Right, we saw Uwin be able to run all the way down and lock it up in this time, but you can tell Hokori, they got two way on the back line, got 5 seconds for Noro, but X-Turl's already in, Hikaru and BDK as well, and it is going to be that quad waiting for them outside the safe room. How many more points can they rip out of the hands of Hokori?
We'll see. They know quad is incoming. They have to slow it down here, clear off all the commons. If they make safe room now, they walk in just shy of 900, so they'd be down just about 250 if they keep it all. It's not terrible. We'll see what happens. Here they go. Jockey goes in the safe room, gets juked. The charger does land. It's going to be... They land the quad!
No way!
No way, no! They get quadded.
I cannot believe it. The jockey missing the initial isolation inside the safe room, and I thought that was as good as done for the quad, but Uwin manages to find it. They bring them down, all 500 plus bonus. They don't even let them walk in with 400 distance. MK 398, the best they're going to be able to get.
Wow, what a attack coming out. Unfortunately for Hokori, they're going to fall with all that bonus. They get minus 500. And we were talking about this in the air in the beginning, now that if you get wiped on hard rain, it is tough to mount a comeback. But the one thing that is beneficial for Hokori is look at that tank spawn now. 21% is giving them all the chance to try to mount a comeback.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I don't know about you, but I was watching that charger on the long charge, and I keep thinking, oh, he's just going to get cleared. He does not, and the next thing I know, wrapping into the quad, beautiful execution by Uwin. They're going to be up a whole hell of a lot of points as they begin their foray into Chapter 2 on the Survivor side.
All right, they are open. I mean, they have readied up already. They've readied up already. There's a charger, smoker, jockey, boomer. All separators with the boomer. This is the most devastating thing to happen to a one boom when everybody gets separated. It's very difficult to pull that kind of move off to players of this caliber, but I know Hokori wants to do so as Celeste changes his name back to drug dealer since he tagged it up in middle of in the game. So let's see what they could do with him tagged up as that. Charger looks like he wants to come around the corner. Boomer pre-spawns up above, and here they come. They're going to send it. The charger lands, and it's a double cap. That was close to a tri-cap like we were talking about. They'll get a couple percentages of damage before the tank. Not too bad without a spitter in that rotation now.
Right, yeah, they still managed to find 5%, no spit, bringing the tank in right now in the hands of Shockwave. We typically see teams take it right out here. We can see some hittables get into play. Two survivors take it aggressively. They manage to take 60 health points and make it 100, 95 to be exact, from Shockwave as he climbs up onto the tightrope and walks across. He does drop down, finds that car, going to be trying to hit it into play.
He gets it over now. It's in.
A bit of an awkward spot, but should be able to manage.
Ooh, it's not cooperating now. He's losing some HP for this. A lot of HP gone. All right, he's going to go in. He has his support getting ready to help him. Hunter's pouncing around. The car comes flying in. It's actually not in a great spot. They might push him now. They're separated big time. Hunter gets killed off. He gets a punch, but he separates it from everybody. Shockwave not in a good situation now.
No.
He's trying to dig out the car to make use of it. He gets it out. Oh, he's going to have to put himself out in the open. The charger comes, and he's banking everything on the car, and it misses. He gets a punch, and that is a dead tank now from Hokori, only getting 2 punches.
Yeah, and again, Uwin survives the tank extremely strong. 85+% of the bonus still in the hands of Uwin. You can tell Hokori is on the back foot, and they are feeling that pressure. That tank just looked awkward. The car was not working with Shockwave at all. The SIs were not supporting. At least the support was not hitting. It does look like they're going to try to send this 2-2 Hunter Smoker. They do spawn in with the cappers. They do land the double. Spit comes out into the Hunt Spit, going to sack into the quad and find a bit more damage onto Uwin.
Yep, good sack rotation from Hokori. They need to land this quad on them. I think they'll get about 3 more attempts if they sack properly. I think they have to go for everything right here now, without question. And it's going to be a little challenging to land it out here in the open, so they're probably going to hold it for the stair hit.
Yeah, and exactly what you said. They don't wait for the ramp choke point to hit at. They just send it straight ahead, showing that they are feeling a little bit of desperation here. The quad, as Uwin approaches the long stairwell, and there is potential for all hell to break loose here, MK, while they approach that top level.
Yeah, let's see what the bonus can be chucked down to at 82.5% after tank has been dealt with. Is very respectable, I must say. But now it's going to be the play on the infected. I need to capitalize on the survivors, get them all capped, or cap a couple of them and get that damage delta broke down, because it is huge at 1,090. And it looks like Uwin's just going to clear out all of these commons infected and be very patient. So the only thing they have to deal with is the SI when they try to navigate to the top level now.
Absolutely, and this is okay. They are going to send it. Charger drops down onto the second level. He finds for a brief moment. The smoke pulls all the way down. And with the smoke cleared, Uwin will get reset a bit, dipping below 1,000, but it's still looking very healthy with 971 bonus left.
I need to reload.
Yeah, that is very good. They're going to have to navigate through the sugarcane field. Let's see what happens with whatever Hokori can do with the next attack. We might see both cappers go in and very quickly kill Boomer Spitter last. They need to try for some kind of damage here with this jockey charger. And it looks like they're getting in position. The charger fell off. Okay, jockey now spawns. Here goes the charge. They're walking in. See if they can get anything. They get the charge.
Okay.
To clear through the wall, the jockey covers.
Yeah.
They actually get the bonus down to 70%. Not bad with that 2-cap now. Pretty respectable considering the circumstances.
Right, and I loved what the jockey was doing, covering for that charge. But regardless, they get the wall bang kill nonetheless. It was the sack into the quad. Last chance potential here for Hokori. Uwin is very fast, so if they can't find anything here through the sugarcane fields, they're going to be hard-pressed to find a hit right outside that safe room.
Yeah, for sure. All right, quad coming in. They need to take this bonus down. It is that 70.3, 923 bonus. I think if Uwin walks in with plus 50%, it's going to be so hard for Hokori to even think of a comeback, even with a finale. We'll see what happens when they take the sugarcane field. Hunter's going to walk around, wait for the opportunity for the rest of his team to call it. And it's all about where they position here now. Let's see where the infected choose to go.
Yeah, it is going to be a nail-biter here, as it always is on Chapter 2 through these sugarcane fields. A lot riding on this. Uwin with a massive point advantage after Chapter 1. It's all going to come down to this quad.
All right, they've officially pushed out. Coach is really focusing on the top level. He has not kept his gun off of where the charger is at. He wants to make sure anything rockets off there, he's going to focus it down while the other two are clearing all the commons out in the head. Charger repositions to the shack. We now have a Hunter to the right. Smoker is way ahead in the front. I'm interested to see when they're going to choose to send this.
Keep moving, just head for
As
the
some of
side.
the survivors are pushing to that fenced area now. I wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, this is an interesting spot that Ellis finds himself in. That being said, they've progressed so far through these sugarcane fields. This is really gonna be it. Charger does spawn in from behind, trying to run up onto Nick. Backs it all the way up, MK.
Yeah, now they're going to be able to push out. They waited too long now. They got out of the sugarcane field. And they send it, and that's going to be no damage pretty much. And this is a bad situation for Hokori now, and Uwin is in a great scenario. And they're going to put up over 2,000 points for 2 chapters when Hokori got wiped on map 1.
Yeah, and now, you know, they pass it over to HK. They end their turn. They say, you're up. What you got? We got almost 1,500 points. How many can you get? They're going to be hard-pressed just to tie this, keeping in mind the large deficit they incurred on Chapter 1. But that being said, MK, while I've been casting RBT7, especially some of these lower-tier matches, something I've said is these teams do not get to the top by just rolling over when they're in a losing position. You do not win as much as Hokori does by just calling the GG 2 chapters in. It just does not happen. Both of these teams have the mental fortitude to make it the distance. We'll see if HK can strap in and find something big here on their survivor side.
We'll see. They have a tri-cap with Boom to deal with. There is no hunter included. It's all separators. They know where the boomer is. He's given away his location, and I don't think the boomer really cares. They want to keep those guns up there to try to distract for the other SI. I like where the smoker's going to come from. Charger's going to have to do some kind of strafe around the corner, which I'm excited to see when they navigate the outside of the safe room area. And, man, they are really taking their time. Oh, here it is. They're going to get a pull. They pull. They clear it. The Charger misses. So does the Jockey. The Boomer proxies. Jockey's still trying to find a target. Eventually does. It's cleaned up. Not a bad take coming out from Hokori. They did a little bit better job than Uwin, but they did suffer a triple boom compared to the other side, though.
Yeah, and that triple boom is going to be pretty effective at least chipping down Hokori a bit. But all things considered, starting off Chapter 2 right here on the Survivor side. That being said, it out of the frying pan into the fire as VDK is going to be the tank for Uwin.
He gets a 1 boom, and it looks like the tank's going to go over for the hittable. I think he's going to try to bait him here. Oh, the hunter! Oh, that was almost a 25. No, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even see the hunter in the sky. I'm sorry, Yeesus, if you're watching. I just didn't pay attention. Forgive me. You'd be upset with me. Yeah, they're going to hold W. This is a good play. No, I agree with this. And if I think what they're going to do is they're going to push all the way forward to the water towers, too. They're not going to stop here. There's no boomer to worry about. Just keep holding W, grab ammo, and go.
Okay.
They might have to slow there, though, the commons.
They do. Hunter up in the air once again, flying through 180 HP left on him. Gonna have a Jockey and a Charger as well as VDK drops down for the engage. He's already down 2k HP, wraps around the tree, manages to hit Coach. A second follow-up. Jockey spawns in, starts hopping behind. Hunter knocks down for a second. Shockwave not gonna go down quite yet. Charge goes wide. This is looking decent for Hokori. That being said, Shockwave does go down. 500 health left on VDK. He's trying to get in on Ellis. Not going to find it. And a 1 cap is all that Uwin will find. That being said, they needed just about everything they could get. Hokori did. And Uwin still managed to get that single in cap through.
Yeah, and Hokori is not going to win the round. They're going to lose this because Shockwave popped his pills and got in capped, so that will take 40% DB down. That is the consequence for popping your pills and getting in capped now. So maybe he just should have got in capped and he'd have 95% DB right now. But either way, the play has been made and all. They have 2 sets of pills left, 872 bonus, and there's 1 point difference between the teams right now.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. As the hit does come in, Charger will go wide, spit onto nothing. Everything gets cleaned up pretty quick. Still got that boom, just going to send it in, not going to find anything. But still, even if you thought that was a great tank hold by Hokori, got news for you because Uwin has once again done them one better here. 867 bonus still in the hands of Hokori, and they've got a number of hits coming up, as well as the pièce de resistance in the Sugarcane fields that they've still got to reckon with.
Yeah, I just like to say again, that was just a brilliant play by you and knowing the way to maximize the output damage of your tank. And each one of those punches after the pills are popped is actually 2.5 more times the damage of what a regular punch would be on a green survivor. Now, just so we know the math that was done there. And that's why I would just want to point that out, how good of a play that was from Uwin right there.
Great to point out. You can see it reflected in the numbers that DB already at 57%. They send in a hit. It's a 3-1 with Spit. Hunt Spit does come out. Going to get Coach with the collat charge as well. Jockey on the head. Going to take him down the stairs. Not quite able to kidnap him. And the Spit does die off. 773 bonus. 743 bonus. Left in the hands of Hokori, so it still could be a close Chapter 2. That's not out of the field of reasonability yet, but still a resounding victory for Uwin so far.
Yes, it is. Look at that, 743. They've already won the round like you just said, but let's see what they can do as far as more damage output. Smoker misses. That Charger was really ambitious. The Hunter will find a target. Smoker gets cuffed by the Hunter. Smoker gets a scratch. Boomer dies off at the end. Good sack rotation. I think they'll have to kill that spitter when they start riding the elevator down if they want to go for a quad attempt in the Sugarcane field here now.
Right. Yeah, we are going to have to see that spitter sent off because it is going to be in the sack rotation. Of course, you really want that quad for the Sugarcane fields. It's just a great, perfect spot to send in that quad. Such low visibility, etc., etc. So as we see the Hunters, they actually send it all. The charge dies. The Hunter connects. Jockey gets M2'd away, and they just sent it all.
Yeah, they actually got about 40 damage out of it. It wasn't terrible. It was I mean, I think they know they won the round already, and since they got the wipe, they just want to keep sending and get everything they can possible. Looks like they're content with not getting a wipe. Just keep that point delta over about 1,000, and I think it's pretty much GG already for Uwin if they can hold this momentum now.
Definitely. Okay. They do eventually clear up that boom, Charger, Smoker, Hunter in the hands of Uwin, but obviously they don't want to send it in as just 3. The Hunter's already setting up way up above, going for a 25er. We'll see if he can land that. VDK got 6 seconds left. Smoke pulls through. Charge comes out. Whoa! Long charge from a different area code. Gets cleared up pretty quick. Hunter does not land the DB. Smoker goes in for a brief moment for a 3rd time. Pulls him through and finally gets cleared up, MK.
Yeah, just look at how smart that Uwin was. Look who they attacked. Only the DB player.
Right.
It's just brilliant play by Uwin. They're still doing it. Yeah, they're just stacking on him. Taking that DB down because it goes down faster. It's just a good example of just smart infected play by Uwin and capitalizing on the maximum damage output onto Hokori now.
That being said, it will still be a respectable 1236 point lock-in. It's going to be a loss of about 250 more points. They go down just shy of 1,000 after 2 chapters against Uwin.
All right, they have 3 chapters left. This is the last point bank map that they have. This is 600 distance. The next 2 are only going to be 400. The finale is almost, I mean, it's literally so difficult to get any damage on this finale onto the survivors except for the tank. So mounting a comeback on them is almost impossible, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see it if it's within a couple hundred points now. We'll just have to see what Hokori can do on these next 2 chapters with their infected and also as point value they can gain out of their survivor play.
Right. And, of course, this isn't the end of the road for either 2 of these teams, but you definitely do not want to drop down into the losers bracket facing off against potential teams like Ascendant and Diesel. Very scary teams sent early on to the losers bracket. You definitely want to avoid that.
Yep, but let's see what Hokori is going to choose to do with their infected here as they wait for Zyko to return. I thought they've already readied up. I think they baited me or something. I just wasn't paying attention, but looks like they want to commence conversation about this tank. It is going to be after the event, and it will be during the first set of water towers in that open area, which, you know what that means, Nall? It's very difficult to get a wipe in that open area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, again, we've seen it happen, but the amount of times has been very low. As for right now, we've got Uwin trying to exit the gas station, Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Spitter waiting for them, but it does look like they are set up closer to these sugarcane fields.
Yeah, they want to guarantee damage, no quad attempt. I believe since the Hunter was not in the rotation, even if they sacked, they wouldn't have got it. I think it would have been a boomer instead, so I think they did the right call on just keeping the spawns that they have. And now it's just about positioning to see if they can catch Uwin off guard and land this charge spit as they desperately need to start mounting a comeback of this 1,000-point delta that they have at the start of this chapter.
You have the jockey spawned in behind, giving some noises. Survivors looking around. Charger spawns in opposite end, running through, juking him out. Does eventually decide on his target. Going to be going for a smack into the charge. Jockey connects to, into the spit, into the smoke. It's beautiful for Hokori to start off chapter 3. Brings him way down below 90 to 88.5%. What a hit, MK.
Yeah, good start for them. They desperately needed some double-digit damage hits, and they do so just like you said. They all had all 3 survivors at some point swimming in it, or at least dragged through the spit for a brief second. Great capitalization. 2-2's going to come on the stairs. Let's see what Hokori can do, or Uwin navigate it to minimize the damage they've taken the first hit. And a quad boom comes out, and this is going to cause them to move to a halt for a little bit. Actually, no, they're just going to keep going because there's no commons now.
Interesting.
Where are the commons?
Yeah, they're finally making their way up. Some leisurely paced commons here. 7 seconds left on Shockwave. And they're going to spawn in Hunter around the corner. Gets cleared out through the wall. Finished off. Jockey Spitter Charger is all that Hokori is going to have here. And like we mentioned before the chapter started, this 49% tank is right in front of us. Just got a couple more percentage to knock out before Yaft going to be moving in for Hokori.
All right, they call the go-go. Survivors go. The Charger misses his B-hop. The Jockey latches around. They'll get some extra damage out of it, but not probably with the output they wanted, and this will get the tank up after the tank pulls. I mean, the smoker pulls, and this will be the third tank of the game for Hokori into the hands of Yaft. And look at Uwin playing very aggressive right now.
Yeah, Rochelle managed to land a shotgun shot as well as some additional chip. Going to bring him to about 57-70. Decent chip. Continuing the chip. Hit comes out. Charger hopping around. Does get cleared out. Ooh, rock coming out. Not quite going to land. Yaft is set up on top of the water tower. 5,300 health left to go.
Yeah, he has lost a couple hundred. He's got to high ground, though. So the consequence for getting the high ground was a couple hundred HP. He's probably going to have to sack for the rotation he wants now. I don't know. Oh, no, this isn't bad. This might be what he wants now. I think he has to roll in with this. Minus about 900 of his original HP. What can the support do for him? Here he goes. He hits the ground at 4,500. He splits the survivors 2 and 2. The Hunter will land. They haven't cleared it yet. Now they get a pull. Now they've cleared it. He gets a punch. Another punch. Looks like it'll be a 1-in-cap tank. Smoker's trying to distract, but they're focusing the tank so hard. Rock around the corner, not going to get it. And this is going to be a dead Yaft tank now. 1-in-cap only.
It is. And to continue something that you were talking about the previous chapter, you see VDK, he had 100 HP after that first stage, still had 100 HP. I'm not sure how much he went into the tank with, but he did not pop those pills. And he took the down, gets back up, and then pops them.
Yep, right way to go, and that's why he has 95% of his DB instead of 59% of his DB. Because that's just the way the math works out when you in-cap a guy and do what we were just talking about. But it looks like they got it split 2-2. The Charger should probably go any second here when the survivors get there. Here it goes. Charger missed his... Oh, no, he missed. Jockey latches, and now the Charger can't capitalize. Oh,
that
it's
is
unlucky.
Devastating for Hokori. The boom comes out. The boom and the spit already both spawn in. The boom comes in for 1, but 700 bonus left. This is only 500 distance. They're holding on to just shy of 2/3 of the bonus as they approach the safe room. Once again, MK just got another hit or two.
Yeah, look at that bonus. They take the low ground. They're going to play it safe. There is no reason to put themselves in that scenario with 700 bonus. 63.9% of their total possible score. Woo! What a turn of events for you. An impressive 3-chapter score incoming, now.
Definitely, unless Hokori can do something Herculean here with a Hunt Smoker Charge Spit 3-1. Interesting to see Uwin take it so safely. Can't say I'm opposed to it at all. It's just not what we typically see. And they will likely be able to hold on to so many hundreds of points of bonus. We'll just have to wait and see how Hokori plays out this hit. They do send it in. Smoker connecting with the Hunt on the back line. Charge follows it up. Does not get a smackdown, but the Death Spit. And this is going to be great for Hokori, able to pretty much maximize their potential damage output. Beautiful Death Spit in the charge. It all comes together.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Down to 513. That was a 20%er for sure about. But they're still going to walk in. They're going to put up a 3-chapter score on hard rain of about 3,600 and change. 3,625, I think, is to be exact. Nope, 3,624. That is a huge score. No, I got to call it like it is. That is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, such a great Hokori hit. They've got to be feeling great about that. But then the thing is, they lock into the safe room. You see that 1,000 point chapter score, and it doesn't start to feel so good as you really come back to the realization that you are in the hole here. We've been trying to see what windows of opportunity Hokori will be able to climb through, but so far Uwin has not been giving them any at all. They're going to need a very solid chapter 3.
Oh, Bravo, I love you. You're funny, man. Shout out to Bravo. Opening attack's going to be Spitter Jockey, Charger, Smoker. And we'll just have to see what Uwin can do with these spawns. And they're going to do the same thing that Hokori did. And they're just going to attack with everything they got inside the Sugarcane field. They don't want to hit with a Tri-Cap and Boom in the Sugarcane field. And I think it's the right call, in my opinion, all for sure.
Reloading.
In the meantime, the charge spawned in. Yaf trying to get some chip on it so far has not been successful. Jockey's in there as well. Just running through with that low visibility, being a huge nuisance, not letting Hokori know where they really are as they just keep switching up where they're standing. A little bit of charge chip comes out, 450, 550, 545. There we go, getting knocked down too. Hokori takes it back behind the railings. They are locked in here. We'll see what Uwin can find. More chip coming out on that Charger as they just hit fire spray down through these sugarcane fields. Charger runs right up into it, finds Yab. The smoker pulls away. They can't find him. Finally, gonna knock him down. All things considered, well done by Hokori.
Yeah, no slams come out from the Charger. That was so close, not for one going out. But they'll be able to take it pretty clean. Only 3.5. That is pretty respectable for a sugarcane field navigation, in my opinion.
For sure. For sure.
It's going to come down to the stairs. I think it's going to be a 2-2 with Hunter and Jockey. I think they're just going to sack the Boomer here.
And then we'll resume the conversation of what Hokori can do to find a dub here.
All right, here it goes. They got to push out. They have 13 seconds before the next spawn is up for Uwin, so they get a full attack. I didn't quite see the sack order. Is it a quad coming in? No, I think it might. No, it's not. Never mind. There's a spitter in rotation. I'm not paying attention. But it's a charge spit. And they actually they get down. They get down.
Exactly.
Still easy spawns, though. And they're going to send it in here. The Charger's going to miss. The Jockey won't. The Hunter won't either. In the spit, 2 survivors. And that will get the bonus dipped under 90%. That was a good attack coming out from Uwin. Great job to get that damage down to under 10% total. Or getting 10% total before they get a tank up.
Yeah, and Uwin doesn't need to do anything spectacular at this point. They just need to play good L4D2 and lock it in with some solid hits just as they did pre-tank. Now we are in the tank scenario with X-Turl. He's running in the back, not getting a ton of chip, I will say. He does eventually get knocked down 200. Survivor's still taking it a bit aggressive. Boom will die off. Smoker Jockey. We'll see if they go for that Smoker Jockey Hunter setup that Hokori opted for.
And it looks like Hokori's going to push. I like
the second
this play.
time.
I like this play. They just can't get caught up. They need to make sure Shockwave grabs ammo, because Shockwave has no ammo now. They're not going to have a Boomer to slow this down. This will be a clean transition. If they throw the support in, they won't have anything with the tank. And they're going to back up here instead of choose to go even more forward. And this tank is in danger of going AI, but the survivors want to chip it. They're not going to let it go AI. And he is in. Oh my goodness, they're backing up. He's down to 4,500 HP. The infected missed the pole. Oh, they're kiting him. Oh, but one survivor separates and gets himself cornered. Oh, Celeste, what are you doing? He gets himself cornered. The tank is staying on him. He gets another punch. He gets another punch. They got to kill him, and they do kill him off. The DB is protected. They got 800 bonus, and they might be able to blitz this and only take one more hit and all. Good recovery from Hokori, but the question is, will it be enough points to start making it respectable? We'll have to see.
Right, we are going to have to wait and see. Even if they get perfect points here, they're just going to win this chapter by like 300, which is nothing to scoff at for sure, but Hokori is certainly in the back seat here in this moment. They are going to take it down below as well into the 2-2 scenario. Jockey Hunter, Boom comes in, finds 2. And he's still chilling.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have a 2-2 for this last hit no matter what. They're not going to kill off that Boomer. Boomer's going to despawn. So it looks like Hokori's going to win the round, but so far if they win now, it's only by 280 now, and they'll still be down about 700 points and change.
Yeah, exactly. We do see Hokori gingerly approaching into this kind of Ducatel Sugar Co. warehouse area. Dilapidated buildings abound here on Hard Rain, as well as it comes in. Lands one with the boom, standing spit, not going to find anything with that. Okay, Hokori does manage to lock it in, lock it up as they approach the safe room with about 1,300 points.
Yeah, they'll win the round. Let's see what the point delta is cracked into. They'll walk in with 29-22 for 3 maps, an individual chapter score of 1,288. I mean, they broke it into a little bit, but now they're down, what is that, 700 even, about?
Yeah. Yeah, and this is something we discussed, how the distance and the bonus continues to go down as we approach Return to Town, Chapter 4. Going to have 400 distance, so Hokori is going to need to find every little scrap that they can to recomp on the 700 pointer. That being said, this is Chapter 4 after all. We see some absolute craziness on this chapter. Am I right, MK?
Yes, we do. They need to break 350 per chapter. I mean, the distance is 400, so it's going to be difficult. It is not outside the realm of capability of being pulled off, though, now. But this tank is going to set the tone for Hokori. I think they need a wipe here. I think it's either wipe or they got to walk in with no bonus whatsoever, and then Hokori's got to walk in with over 50%, and that will bring it within about 300 even. And with the next chapter worth the same amount of points, that could make it respectable. Let's see if they could do it. Opening hit, tri-cap with boom, no hunter. Why don't you start it off for us now as soon as they exit the safe room?
Gladly. We got 3 SIs set up above. Smoker over on the hatchback. Charge tries to send it over, it looked like. He is just going to regroup down below. Boom. Not going to find anything. Charge. Not going to find Rochelle there. Jockey hopping through. Finds nothing. Quick smoke. And Uwin. Not going to take a whole lot of chip in that initial sequence, just about 2%. But of course, this tank is rife with hittables, specifically cars, and any sort of chip could be pretty much a non-factor. Obviously, if you get hit by a car, it doesn't matter how much health you were at before it.
That is true. I mean, there is rare situations where you can get hit by a hittable and not get in-capped, but not on Zone Mod. That is in regular verse. That is fixed on this version. And by the way, because I have proof, I already got hit by a dumpster and lost 96 HP when I was at 100 and did not get in-capped.
Ooh.
So it is possible, but just on regular verses. But either way, Zyko could be the last tank for his team. He needs to pull off a miracle here, or at least get a lot of damage off of Uwin. And one thing to note here, if they actually wipe, and then they just make safe room Hokori, they'll bring it within about 400 points. We'll see if they can do it.
We certainly will. Zyko going to be volleying the cars. He's got 4 to work with here. 1 on top of the roof. Beautiful way to start it off for Zyko. Survivor's trying to chip him down, but it's really just using ammo because they haven't really gotten much of anything. Ooh, the second car hit will knock the other car off of the rooftop, and he is going to just be smacking them into play, able to avoid that one, and the chip has certainly come out at, by this point, down 2,000. Smoke pulls away from the car, but he's still got the setup. Not going to find it. Onto Rochelle. She continues to avoid it, using the generator to her advantage. Hits her right on top of the car. Not even going to go for it. She is on top of the car. Car gets smacked away. Jockey hopping through. Hunter as well. But where are the cars for Zyko? He's still got 1,500 health. That Hunter. Oh, what a car onto VDK. Finishes it off. Beautiful combo there. Hunt into the car. He's still got 400 health left.
He killed him. He killed him. He died.
Whoa.
It rocked on him and they got it
What?
death. I didn't even notice. What a car. Zyko with an amazing play for his team. He tries for the Hail Mary car. He just needs to stay alive to see if they can try to triple cap the people. Hokori say we're not going down yet. We still have a little bit of opportunity. We have a low HP tank. He's calling for the go-go. The boomer lands. There goes the pull. The charger gets a double. He flies down, takes fall damage, but the tank goes AI, and they're going to survive now. But what a turn of events as the tank does a pull-up, and then he died at the end. What was that? He like jumped down and grabbed it right away. But they'll survive. They only have 311 bonus, and they only have 3 survivors now. Let's see how the rest of this map unfolds.
Right. That also, they've only locked in 120 distance at this point. Distance alone, it's going to be hard pressed because every single hit could certainly mean the end of Uwin. A quad gives them with an additional incapper that they can just toss away and still land a tri-cap to finish off the round. So we'll see how far Uwin makes it. The hit is in. Hunter does connect into the Hunt spit. Charger following up with the Jockey. Jockey in the spit as well. They are going to find some more damage.
Yeah, it just seemed that they would have done more, but it only took a little bit away. Yeah, they still have 261 HP. That's just because the map's not worth a lot, so the bonus doesn't go down as fast. That's just a good example of it, because there's only 24% health bonus, only 27% DB. The pills are worth 60 each, or 20 points each, making 60, but this will be the second last attack that they get. If they don't go quickly here and all, they might get safe from. There goes the pull. The Hunter was ready. They get the pounce. The spit's late, though. And they're going to go for a spit delay because they want to make sure they get a quad try before they get in that safe room.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. MK, it is going to be that quad. We talked about just how effective quads can be in
they won't get it.
The 3 survivor left, and yeah, they're approaching it right now. They got the charger. There's gonna need to be some tricky delays to walk in, lock it up. Nick avoids it. Jockey inside the safe room. Smoker gets the pull, but they will be able to lock it. Oh my God! Hello.
The scratches.
But MK, they ended the tank with 311 bonus left. They walk in with 223 as well as full distance with 3 survivors, 331. And it's going to be a 550 pointer continuing to knock on death's door for Hokori.
If Hokori can manage to not suffer an in-cap from this tank, it can make it very reasonable for the finale coming up. It's going to come down to their survivor play, or it's going to come down to the plays to Uwin to prevent that from happening. Let's see if they can do so. Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Boober is going to be the opening attack coming out for Uwin. See what they could do as they transition. They send one survivor out and back in. Okay, I like it. He jumped down, went under the deck, went right back up. The Boomer pre-spawn, that was the only thing they got to spawn. Nothing else gave to it. Interesting, though.
I like the patience out of Uwin. They're just going to be waiting. The Jockey does eventually connect. It's M2'd away. Charge drops down. Charge misses again. Okay. Great start for Hokori.
Yeah, good start. I was just going to took the words out of my mouth. They're going to be able to get the tank up. Let's see if they can manage to stay healthy for this. This is what's going to come down to and set the tone for the next chapter. I don't think it's possible for them to take the lead this map no matter what they do, unless they're completely clean, which is almost impossible. But it is not out the outside realm of possibilities, but we'll just have to see how it unfolds. What could be final tank for Uwin in the hands of Hokori. And look at the survivors playing this up forward.
Yeah, Hokori has been taking some interesting tank strats the whole way through. They do just go for a little bit of chip, I suppose. They don't get any of it. The charge comes out, gets a smack. Spit dies off.
Karu's having a hard time with the hittables here. He's already down first pass 60%. He just got the cars over. Ooh! Okay, he got them all. He got them all. I take it back. It worked out.
Just barely.
This is going to be huge for you, and he's going to go get the other one. They've only chipped him down about 9 HP. That one's probably not going to be used anymore. That one might just be left forward at this point, just in case the survivors run. He's going to grab the car alarm now. All right, that's coming in. Yaft doesn't eat it. Another car coming in. It's going to fall short. That one comes through, splits the survivors. They're doing a good job on not eating the hittables so far. There's going to be a car. Yaft. Oh, he punches it the wrong way. The hunter misses. The boomer does land, though. The car gets stuck in between the buildings. The survivors are pushing forward. They have a car up there. I don't think they know it's there. Oh, they get pounced by the car. Yaft has got to get out of there. Yaft is going over to the car. He gets yeeted onto the house.
No.
Oh, he gets yeeted through the window. And it looks like this might be all this tank is able to get as he runs inside. Yaft is on top. They are separated big time. Yaft doesn't want to be up there. He regroups with the survivors. The Charger gets killed off. This is just madness going out from the infected. The tank is trying to hold on to what he can ever do with this merely 1,324 HP. He's second pass, 45%. Yaft is really aggressive right now. Oh, here he comes out. He's going to go for the car. Oh, they get him a pull. Is he able to get it? No, my goodness, he's not. And this should be a dead tank. Maybe he gets a punch. And he does get a car.
Way.
I can't believe Hokori allowed that to happen. And that will be an end cap going out. Let's see what the bonus is when they get the pickup. Nah. It only goes down 120, so they'll still have 597 points.
Yeah, this is still possible to find a very respectable lock-in for Hokori. Talk about windows of opportunity, finding a very literal one there during the tank, but still getting hit by the car just when everything looked perfect for them. They do still have 2/3 of the bonus left. Charger, Hunter, Smoker, Spitter, big damage potential, ready to go, and Uwin backs it way up.
Yes, they do. And actually, if they can manage to hold all this bonus now, I think we'll have a 250-point game going into Chapter 4. And that is a realm of possibility, but they need to shut this down. I think they can only give away the 97 points. They need the 500 bonus. They can't do anything less than that, in my opinion. They find an extra set of pills. Yeah. It puts their bonus back over 600 now. Survivors are big time separated, but the infected are not going to risk the biscuit. They're just going to stay and hit on the inside.
Interesting. Not trying to capitalize on Nick, who was pretty isolated. They are going to send it now. Nice skeet to start it off, but the charge spin will land. Smoker dragging through as well. Oh my.
The end cap goes out.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt a lot. That will take it down to 526. They still have over 500, but because of that damage knob, they have to take one more set of scattered spawns, which could get down that 26 points. And he pops the pills, and they still have to take the hit anyways. They threw away those extra points. Questionable call. The boomer misses. It now dips under 500. They're going to hunt down that hunter maybe. No, they're not. Well, the hunter will land. Chargers are going to go fists, and they'll get it down to 469. And now they're down a little bit more than, a little bit less than 400. I don't know. I think that was a great finish for Uwin getting that bonus down.
Insane. Hokori will slightly win this chapter, just like they slightly won the one before it. Chapters 1 and 2 heavily favored for Uwin, but they seem to have fallen off their rocker just a little bit as we head into Town Escape. Hokori going to try to take advantage of that. We talked about how teams of this caliber are not going to be giving up, and Hokori trying to live to fight another day.
Imagine if they don't get quadded Chapter 1, the turn of events that would be now.
Yeah.
It would be Uwin calling the finale right now, because they would be down about 80 points, which is insane. What a game that we have here, and a bounce back from Hokori. What do you think about that, Null? Would you agree that they did a pretty great comeback so far?
Yeah, it honestly harkens back to me a little bit during Swiss versus Uwin on Carried Off, where Uwin tried to mount that comeback. They just fell barely. We'll see if Hokori can flip the script here and find the come from behind victory on the finale. Hunter Jockey Spitter Boom, and that the double cap is cleared up immediately. They do sack into the quad, but a stellar start for Uwin.
Yeah, good shutdown. Looks like just a little bit of spit damage and a boomer slap goes out. Nothing more than that. And they choose interesting Gnaw. I don't know if this is going to come into play, but they chose not to shoot the car alarm. That car alarm will be active during the tank then.
Right.
And if they shoot that during the tank, That will be a horde event during the tank. I don't know. I just think they overlooked it.
And the tank does often set up over there on this finale, on top of that roof. Could be dropping down, but regardless, the hit is in. Hunter, Smoker, both connecting. Charge will just get some smacks. Hey, hello, Nick. He gets a smack or two, drops him below 90%. Okay.
It's actually a lot of damage, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I think if the Charger just ran up and punched the Hunter, that guy might have been slow. But, again, the caster chair's easy calls.
Yes.
And that's the first event dealt with. The second event, a horde should start commencing very shortly. Uwin doing a very... Oh, actually, no, it's just straight to tank. All right, tank is up. Boomer lands. And it will be in the hands of Yaft. So Yaft will have the final chance for his team. What can he make do with this tank? No, we'll have to see.
We certainly will. Already 100 points of chip comes out. Yaft kind of cornered over here. Still waiting for the spawns from Hokori. Boom will wear off, of course. Jockey Hunter Charger in the hands of Hokori. Yap is climbing around. He looks like he wants to go in. He's going to climb up the ladder.
Yeah, one thing to note, he didn't spawn by the car alarm either, just like we were saying.
Right. He goes in for the connection. He's been chipped 3,000, but the Hunter on top. Charger connects. A lot of damage going to be coming out the jockey as well. He's got to drop down and eventually clear that off, but the damage not coming out on the tank has only been chipped down further. 1,000 goes to the car. Down goes Hikaru.
Yeah, you good.
Oh!
And he sends it out.
Oh!
No way.
That was so close,
No
dog.
way.
That was so close.
It was too close. That being said, Uwin rock to the face. Yath can slow this down. He's at first pass, 80% frustration. He's got 1,000 HP left. We'll see what he chooses to do. He is backing it up. Looks like he's wrapping around for this car. Starts hitting a little bit forward. Gotta be careful for Chip. Smoker, Boom, Charger. They send it in. Boom down below. Smoker pulls down. Car comes out. Not gonna land.
He can drag this out more, though, now. He's second pass, 75% frustration. Unfortunately, the fog is making him lose rage. He's got to move a little closer. Come on, Yaft. Okay, nope, he's probably going to lose this because of the fog from hard rain doing its thing. He repositions. He's got no choice. He's got to try to do what he can to delay this. He's asking for help, and he is dead. And that would be a tank dealt with. Oh, nice. Oh, what a quad boom at the end. Good job there by Hokori, doing great damage. I think that's a great tank, I'd have to say.
Yeah, it was. That last hit was a bit of a question mark for me as the SIs were ready to go. All faces forward on that tank, and they are able to kill it off and then just do a 180, finish off the SIs. Still locking in the triple boom, but, you know, Uwin still has 521 bonus, a charge ready to go. Hunter not going to connect. Smoke will. That's going to be it, though. Gets cleared off, and they've still got over 50% of the bonus, so not a bad tank, but still, they're in the hole here by a couple hundred, and Uwin locking in 50% bonus. If that happens, it's going to be incredibly detrimental to Hokori's potentials here.
Yeah, they got to cut it down. The event has not ended yet. They need to go quickly, and they'll get one more.
I'm being sick and
In fact, it should trigger any second. There is no common infected at this point, so I don't even think the SI could do any damage. They're waiting patiently. Boom responds, gets popped, and this is a sack just for the final opportunity for damage when they make the rescue vehicle push. Wow, it's really not delaying. Oh, here it comes.
We hear the boat approaching.
Here it comes.
As well.
It's approaching. It will be a quad now. Let's see if they can return the favor as they got quadded on map 1. Can Hokori follow it up with a quad on map 5? Here it comes. This is huge. Infected setting up. Uwin's probably going to stay on the roof and clear out the commons until they decide to make the transition. No, they're going to push right away. Here they're going to go. It's going to send it. Spawns are up. Charger goes to the safe room. He lands. The Hunter lands. The Smoker lands. The Jockey is not going to land. It'll be good damage, but Uwin will survive. They'll walk in with 42.9% bonus, and Hokori gives them a chance to win, but we're going to have to do some math, and it's going to be difficult and all, but they can do it.
Hokori not backing down even on that final hit. They find the double cap on the back line, and that could come back to bite Uwin, because that was a massive hit there, bringing them down to 376 bonus at the end of it. We'll see what Hokori can do.
Oh man, no, oh man, they gotta walk. I think Uwin has got the win. If we do math, this is worth 400 distance. Add the 400 to 800, that is 1200. 80 points for pills. They can only walk in with 1280. And look at the point differential right now. If you actually add 1200 to their points right now, they would only have a lead by 40. So that means they need to walk in with, what is it now? 1160 to tie. 1160 is the number.
And
760
Axtrol
bonus.
he did the math for us. Hokori can only lose 40 bonus here. It's certainly doable, but it's something that is only dreamed about typically.
120 actually, because the pill bonus, they got the extra 80 points from the pill bonus. So it's going to come down to SI attacks and tank play, and I wouldn't be surprised if Uwin just went in M2ing with SI, because that would be enough to do it. All right, let's see what they can do now. I'll take this opening attack when they send it.
All right, the Hunter from behind, Jockey from forward, both gets cleared out instantaneously, but a triple boom, some spit, not going to land 100%er. They do get brought down a bit by CIs. Oh, 1% from that alone. And they cannot afford to be losing any of this. Certainly not the CIs. They trigger the car alarm and start dealing with the commons, like you mentioned on the previous round of this finale.
Indeed, it looks like they are going to take the high ground. The car alarm is set off. Spawns have come up. It's going to be a quad try. Now they have exactly 102 points to spare. Let's see what the infected can do. Here they come in. The charger has been spotted by Coach. Coach has killed it. The hunter is shut down. Some common infected get, I think, no damage. That's a clean take on the quad. Hokori so far showing face of what they need to do now.
Wow, and I wonder how the comms are for Uwin. They've got to be feeling a mixture. You know, they've made it this far. It's looking this convincing, but they're not out of the woods just yet. And you're eyeing down a team like Hokori. You've got to be in the back of their mind like, holy, are they actually going to do this? Who knows? We got a boomer spitter jockey charge. They send it once again. Jockey up top, charge from the side. Everything cleared out instantaneously. A little bit of damage comes through, 0.6%, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, now it's down to only 94. Nope, 93 points that are 97 that are needed now. It's going down. More damage that goes out makes it a lot easier for the tank. I think it's just 2 tank slaps and it's enough now. If they do no more damage onto the survivor team, but it's going to be another quad try. They're going to go quickly. Here it comes. The jockey gets shut down beautifully. They land a 2-cap. The charger lands. And they have 15 points to spare. Now they have only 7. And it looks like Uwin's going to be able to do it, as here is the tank. I can't believe they have 7 points to spare. That's it. 7
with the tank coming in the hands of Noro. This has been decisively for Uwin, but a nail biter all the same. Boom comes out onto 1. They call the go-go with the remaining SIs. Hunter climbs up, gets it. Boom. That is going to be it. That finishes it off. The Hunter continues to ravage away, and that is going to be the win for Uwin.
Yep, they do get the victory over Hokori, but we do still have some map to finish out. What a great take by both of these teams, I must admit. Awesome gameplay from both. And Uwin, it looks like the reason they'll get this W is their quad land on map 1. Because right now, it would be so close otherwise right now. It'd be only a 500-point game. But here goes Nuro. Take it away.
All right, Nuro runs in. He's got 4K left. Continues to get smacked down by these survivors. The boom onto 1. He starts running around. He hasn't gotten anything yet. There it will be. Gets the corner. and down goes Celeste, smoke pulling on the sidelines, and they get brought down further. Like you were saying, if that quad did not come out, this would be a very horrible situation, but with the way it stands, Uwin taking the victory. What a beautiful way to start the match for them, taking 500 points out the hands of Hokori with the quad right out the safe room, and it's all come back to matter very much so.
All right, but remember, if you are a fan of Hokori, they have not been kicked out of the tournament yet. They'll go to the loser bracket, though, but spawns go in. Jockey grabs him when he's separated. A little questionable spawn location for Coach there. He's going to get shut down on the jockey there. There's another in cap going out in the safe room. I think they know it's over now, so it's also not taking it as serious, maybe.
Right. And MK, we've been talking about how this playoffs has been full of upsets, and this is no different. Yeah, based off of the long term, I think people would put their points on Hokori. In the short term, they would do it for Hokori. Uwin getting the upset here in the playoffs. They are going to continue through the winner's bracket, going to be facing off against the winner of Osu versus Question Mark, which we have already casted.
Yes, we have. So we have an Osu Uwin finals in the winner bracket. One of those teams will sit at the top. Now, will it be the underdog or will it be Uwin? We'll have to see with this last attack coming in. Thunder Charger, Spitter, Neuro is going to get a jockey. They grab the last set of pills. They pounce a separated survivor, which pretty much depleted all the bonus. The jockey grabs him. They get the clear. The Charger might go for just a charge spit inside the safe room as he's spawning inside the boat. So is the Spitter. And here he comes, and he's got, oh, he almost got a double. It was almost a death charge.
Yeah.
And Uwin survives, and we'll tally up the total at the end. We'll just wait a second. And the GGs go out. What a game that we casted here and all. In favor for Uwin, 4,950 to 400, or 4,429.